What's up, everybody? This is Ben, and here's a quick update on Hbar. And just like last night, it's starting to dump as soon as I start. So let's see what's going on here. We can look at a few things. We had a pretty good bounce back from this dump. Obviously, these came from Bitcoin. Uh, I don't think this really has anything to do with Hbar. It's just the fact that it's still coupled with Bitcoin. You can see the bear flag patterns coming in to play here. I think I tweeted about those. But then we did kind of get this double bottom play and more of an upside than I expected. We came all the way up to here and broke past this lower high from way back over here. We actually tested that. We couldn't hold it. Get rid of these. Couldn't hold it, but we fell back down and did a successful retest here of the first lower high, right? Which is this guy right here. No, sorry, this guy way over here. We are still trying to break this lower high. So all this time later, puts us right back to it. And I tweeted this out today that we had this retest, and it was successful and it looked good. It looked like we were going to bounce. We were above the 9. This looked even better here. And then we just get this candle right at the start of the new day. It's kind of like we push right to the end of the day, pushed hard to kind of break through this resistance here, couldn't do it, and then just, exhaustion, I guess, and just, a sell-off happened. So this candle is, well, it's actually only got 10 minutes left to go. So in the next 10 minutes, we want to see this close back above this white line here. If we lose this line and it becomes resistance, then it kind of starts the process over again. We're going to probably come down and test this line, which is the bottom here of this low. And if that doesn't hold, then we're just going to go back down and test 28 again. And unfortunately, that's what's going to happen. Or that's what I think is going to happen if we can't hold this. Looks like pushing up now, so that's good. But the other big thing to look at is the volume. We had some great buy volume here that pushed us up through these resistance levels. And then that volume has kind of went away. This is only like, what, a third of this? So there's no way we're going to push through this resistance with that. We still need that volume to come in. It's not coming in yet. And then you can see our RSI here, which is a long-term RSI. I like to pull from more of a long-term standpoint, and you can see it hits exactly. So it was an immediate reaction to this RSI and was rejected. So we knew that this thing was going to come down. Or typically that's what happens. I try my best not to speak in absolutes because you never should. Nobody ever should, because no one ever knows what's really going to happen. But so our thing now is, we're back to these steps, these same steps where we have to start breaking some lower highs on this, or else we're going to just be stuck in this vicious cycle for so long. And these are the ones we're still trying to beat. So we have one at like 30 cents. 30.55. We have one right here at around 31.52, and then the next one is up here at like 34.68, which we have only barely tested one time right here, and could not hold, and we fell through, and back to where we are now. So that's the hourly chart. We can look at the 4-hour and kind of see. 4-hour looks a little better. We did come down and retest. Look where we retested, right to the 9 on the 4-hour right here, and did get a good bounce on this candle. This started at 16. Yeah, it's got a little bit to go here. Yeah, closing above on the 4-hour here would be nice, but look at the volume. I mean, it's just like, it's just down. So the volume is low. If the volume is going down, the price is going up. It almost works like a bullish or bearish divergence with the RSI. It's kind kind of works that way as well. Not exactly the same, but a lot of times it does. So it's never a good thing when you see price kind of creeping up and volume kind of creeping down. It's usually means there's going to be some type of dump or a sell-off or something, and that's kind of what's happening here. We'll just have to see what holds. On the daily, I know this looks kind of crazy because we got all of our steps and stuff in here, but this was a terrible candle a couple days ago. That's when I was going to make the video, but we had this huge dump along with Bitcoin and most every other coin in the market. But then a really good day of giving it almost all the way back today. But this is the start of a new day, and it's not a good start, honestly. And we can take a look at Bitcoin to get a better understanding of why we're seeing this. And it looks exactly the same as HBAR. And I guess that's just the issue with HBAR right now. You know, some coins have broken away and have been bullish and kind of done their own thing. Ethereum is one of them. It's still pushing hard and looking good. Its RSI is still looking good and climbing. Even Litecoin had it today and is still doing well. Look at these double bottoms playing out and then continuation. And we're just not seeing it on HBAR yet. And so all I can say is to be patient. You know, if you believe in this project and you think it's really going to happen, I do. And it's not just because of the charts, it's because of the fundamentals as well. I believe in it, so that's why I'm sticking it out, and I'm not afraid of this consolidation. Doge, I'm going to do another video on Doge, but man, it had one heck of a day today, and it's just showing some crazy strength here, but we'll talk about that in a different video. You don't have to watch it if you don't want to. But HBAR, it's just so tied to Bitcoin, you know, and it cannot break away from that. And at some point it will, I believe. That was an absolute, so at some point I think it will. And that's why I'm staying in. So let's look at the big picture. We can zoom way out. I don't even know if I can get this in the screen anymore on an hourly, but there it is. I mean, we're still consolidating here. So I'm not worried about this at all. This one was a little crazy. And that went lower than a lot of people expected. I think even Credible Crypto mentioned, like, I did not expect that kind of dump. So that was a little scary. But we got right back into here. We have been in this zone, you guys. I think I tweeted we've only been below 28 cents for like 4 days out of this entire 2-month period here. And that just means consolidation's happening, which is great. And it's boring, I know, and it's not as fun as like what Dogecoin is doing, or Ethereum, or Litecoin even, or Bitcoin Cash. All these coins are starting to pump. But you know, the longer this consolidation happens, typically the bigger the push after. And you know, we have a big update tomorrow on HBAR, and there's going to be some announcements as well. The last time that happened, I think, was March 12th. I can't remember the exact date. It was kind of early March. And over the next few days, HBAR made this big move. So that same type of update and that same type of announcement is about to happen tomorrow. And so we're just hoping that maybe history repeats itself and HBAR can push off of that momentum and make it get up into, you know, some numbers that we want to see. Until then, you know, I would say hold if you are a believer, and if you're not, then I say get out. You know, don't waste your time, but don't just sit around whining and staring at the charts. You know, this may take a little while. We're in consolidation mode, and that's what it is. And there's some things you can look at. I've given you the levels to watch for. And then I've given you these RSI lines. You guys can copy them or take screenshots of this video so you kind of know where they are, draw your own, and you can see it. You'll watch this RSI. As this goes down, the RSI will go down with it. At some point, we're going to come back up, and we're going to try to retest and break these levels, and the RSI will be here too, and you can watch it. And does it break through? Because if it does, we're going to get momentum here. That means we're building strength, and we're going to go. If you see a rejection happen like you saw here clearly, then you're not going to get it. Look at this rejection. Look at the candles above it. Right here. Bam. Right back down. And that's what we did. So RSI is a cool tool. I think I tweeted yesterday, like when we were going down here for so long, the RSI was so low. We were down way down here. And I said at some point, the RSI has to start going back up, you know, when we're going to bottom out here. And so it finally did. And we got this kind of double bottom and this push up, which I thought was great in this retest. And look, this candle is pushing back up. If it closes above this, then this retest is still in play. So we're still good. I could keep you on for another minute. This candle's going to close in a minute, and we'll see if any shenanigans happen and people try to push it down. But what we really want to see, even if this closes above this line, is getting back above this 9 here on the hourly. We got to get back above that 9. That'll help this RSI flip up and do a little elbow like this, is what we want to see. And then that'll give us momentum to push up and try to break this lower high. When we do, we want to come up and break it and then retest so that we gain strength and then go, right? We don't want straight up and down. So this candle is closing in just a few seconds, and then I will be done here. You know, hang in there. Hopefully my videos and my tweets just kind of feed some positivity to you. You know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat things either, though. So, you know, we need to hold these levels, and if we don't, we're gonna come visit Ben's buy zone again down here in the 28 range. Looks like this candle did hold. We started the next one right here. You can see it. So we'll just watch that. We want to get back above the 9, like I said. Look at RSI kind of, we're getting that little elbow I was just talking about. So watch for that, and let's see what happens. All right, you guys hang in there, and I will talk to you next time. Peace out.